struggle of our creative minds imagining what it could have been like will almost always be more than the truth.
Yeah.
And there's peace in knowing how something went down with any loss or heartbreak or anything that hits negative, you know? Getting a conclusive answer at least puts an end to some part of it. Not the closure we want, but it is a closure we need.
Yeah. I can at least try to, think in my mind that she was okay before and that she didn't hurt. Sorry that this is just going to be a lot of me crying. And I know that
Okay.
I shouldn't bother saying sorry, but sometimes it happens. I feel guilt.
I was sobbing at the hospital, so you're fine.
You know, no, you're allowed to feel sorry for feelings bad, but also you yourself even recognize you don't need to.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
feelings are complicated without all this extra, intense loss and situations. It's hard enough to get our emotions to check on a really good day sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
So don't worry, we're here for you.
I keep trying to think of who might be awake that would need to know.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, we tried calling everyone we could think of.
I don't know if she really knew. I mean,
Uh,
I feel like she knew a lot of people in the city.
she knew a lot of people.
And a lot of people knew
Um,
her. It's
And the thing is, I
Creo.
don't want to post anything
Creo
on
on Twatter.
Twitter
I don't
until
want to
at
post
least
anything on
Sophia
Twitter until
knows.
Sophia knows. Sophia and Roddy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Roddy.
Because if they find out through Twitter or someone else just bringing it up, it's
Yeah,
not fair to
yeah.
them.
Sorry, excuse me for 1 second. I have to
Yeah, no, that's fine.
return
Yeah, no,
return a call. It should be quick.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
totally fine, Rocky. Take your time.
we're not going anywhere. Just trying to see who might have known her.
I'm
What
looking through
about
the Yellow Page
Richie?
ads and I don't really know who. I even went through my own contacts and I don't.
Um,
Cause like
Simi.
JB already
we
Is
knows.
talked to
Simi's
Simi
Simi.
was
awake?
there.
Simi
Huh?
came
Charles.
down.
Okay,
Yeah, Simi was in the hospital.
good. It worked
Talked
good
to
for us.
Vinny. Vinny
Sam
was.
needs to know, but he's out of the city right now, so he
Yeah.
won't find out till he
Got
gets
it.
back. Garen's also out of the
Uh,
city. Um,
would Bob Moss be someone who would want to know?
I don't know if they had any sort of friendship.
Gotcha. I just know, he's
I
around a
know
lot.
that.
Mixed feelings. If I remember correctly, she was not too happy when I started seeing him for therapy.
Yeah.
Dallas doesn't come around anymore.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see.
Odessa Pearson doesn't come around anymore.
No.
They did they? I can't
Odessa
remember if they got along or not. Odessa Galfaxi.
Pearson
Does she?
Lefaxi, yeah.
Is she
She
someone we should
would
call?
want to know. She's probably not awake.
She'll likely find out. Well, she might find out from other EMS.
Maybe. If
Um,
any EMS actually knew who she was.
uh, Randy Bantham is the one who called me. He's a good friend of mine.
Oh, okay. So he knows.
Yeah.
I only know
yeah,
a
he
few
was there
EMS.
the
One of
whole
the other
time.
ones that needs to know, but I don't know how I should tell her is
Is it Ariel?
Clara.
Oh, Clara.
She's living with us, or was living with.
Okay.
She's living with me, I guess. But I don't know what we're gonna do about the house. I really want to try to save it, but I don't know.
I think that's kind of a city limitation. Um,
I'll
happy.
try to talk to the government.
Yeah, Happy from Cool Beans will likely want to know, but I can talk to him.
I might have to fight the government soon.
Fight the government soon?
I want to try to see if I can get ownership of our house. I don't want to lose it because it was
In her name?
something. It's in her name, but
Oh, Jesus.
the two of us worked for the last 7 months or something to try to buy it and then to pay it off, and it was our dream house. And so many memories there, and we're like 4 payments from paying it off.
Did, were there payments that came from, like, your bank account, too?
One time. I
Okay.
usually was transferring it to a joint account that she would then take it out of.
Oh, but you had that joint account, you and her?
Yeah, and it's got a
Okay.
lot of things that say house fund transfers and stuff.
Okay. I'm not sure how that works.
Me neither, but
I have no idea.
I'm gonna definitely talk to some people. I also don't know if I'll be able to work enough to pay it off right now.
I know that the city doesn't honor wills for fear of, you know,
Yeah,
scams and stuff, but I think something like that possibly might have a different,
there's
know,
also
it's like a paper
some
trail.
personal things in the storage that I can't get into. Just knickknacks and stuff that we got, you know.
Right.
There's plushies of all the girls and
And we
all
may
kinds
not
of
be able
stuff
to
in
get
there.
you new ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Those
since
ones are
Willow's
kind of
dead,
soaked
we
in my
can't.
tears, so I don't know. There was one night I just sat in front of the fire. I drank an entire bottle of whiskey, and I just had Raina's plushie there. It was when she first wasn't really recognizing us when she got back from Japan.
Hmm.
Yeah, Lashondra had to drag me to the bedroom and clean up after me. I went through all of Twatter right now, and other than the people we mentioned, I can't think of anybody.
You check Yellow Pages too?
I'll check it now. I should also, I guess, see. Oh, Simi is awake. She and I haven't ever really been that super close, but we've talked. Sorry that this has become just sitting here trying to find names.
It's a part of the process, you know?
Yeah,
It's the back end stuff, the paperwork, the fucking...
there's a lot of people I keep thinking of that just don't come around anymore.
Yeah.
I miss like Babe Calloway.
Oh, babe.
And a number of other people. Babe and her were pretty good friends. They
Yeah. Babe was a sweetheart.
like every time we opened up Bahama Mamas, they would come together because I would already be there working, so Lashondra would need somebody else to hang with.
Hmm.
Went through all of the Yellow Pages too, just Simi, pretty much. Trying to think. Yeah, no judges around. My guess is I'd have to talk to a judge.
About that, how that would work?
Yeah, if at all.
I mean, you might be able to. Who's your lawyer?
I don't really have one. I guess if anyone, it would be Siobhan.
You know, might be worth shooting a text or uh, you know, even emailing.
I guess Siobhan also knew Lashondra.
Yeah. Is she around?
I don't think so. She's not, at least in the lawyer app. I'll send her a message. I know that he's not around anymore, but um, yeah, for a while, Siobhan and Monty were really good friends with Lashondra, and
Oh, Monty.
yeah, I mean that's another
I haven't
story
thought about
altogether.
Monty in months.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Lashandra's lawyer,
Oh, okay.
and he was with Siobhan at the time.
Right, I remember.
I guess I'm gonna tell Siobhan over text.
I think that's fair. To avoid her, finding out a different way.
I would try to tell her in person, but I don't know when she'll be awake.
Yeah, this way at least she'll get it before she maybe leaves the house.
Yeah,
How are we gonna tell Ella?
That's $1 million question right
pretty,
there.
pretty sure she's just moved away.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
It's tough. The people that we lose, that don't pass, but they just stop coming around. It's a different kind of loss too,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it never settles in. But I mean, there's people that we also will never see again. Also, never have to say goodbye to, but we there.
It's funny, I just saw her last night. Hadn't really gotten to see her a lot lately. I said, something along the lines of I was looking forward to being able to see her more. At least this week.
I I told her, and then mentioned that I might need her help to fight to keep our house. I don't know honestly if I have any shot, but I can't rebuy it if it just gets taken and it doesn't get sold. I can't sell it to get half the money back or whatever to buy it again. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a situation I don't think the city really accounted for ever.
Yeah, they don't care about people that just want to live their life with their loved ones in a house together. I don't know if it would be against me, but I have a small record now, so I don't know if they'd see that as a reason I shouldn't have it, but I never in a million
No.
years would ever keep anything there that's illegal. What were you saying, Rocky?
No, I don't think they would. I mean, was it for storing mass amounts of drugs or something?
No.
Even then, I don't know if that would be the deciding factor.
Yeah, I think I've been found with like 2 class 2s at 2 different times, and just a handful of other things. Really only like 3 times I've ever been arrested.
Right. Yeah.
I'm a bad criminal. By that I mean I'm still
You get.
figuring shit out.
Well, we all spend our time in kindergarten when we wanna go that path. It takes time.
Yeah, sorry to talk about this in front of you guys. I don't know.
I think
I
someone
was
sitting
arrested
next
yesterday,
to me.
so it's fine.
I was about to
Okay.
call you out on that.
What were
I
you
I
arrested
wasn't
for?
sure what's been going on.
I was part of my first house robbery and in my
Oh.
first cop chase that ended up
Ooh.
with me and one other guy going on foot.
Mhm.
But the officer was catching up to me and I was told to hide in a bush through the radio, but like I couldn't really do that because the officer could still see me and see what I was doing. So me and Pact were actually the only ones that got arrested.
Oh, okay.
Got
The
it.
other two made it out, and they were actually the ones that had the stuff. It was just a piece of artwork, but
Got
they
it.
got out.
Still.
We got arrested. I have
Um,
burglary and resisting arrest on my record.
I have a handful of things and a gang affiliation on my record.
All I
Yeah,
got is a
mine's
jaywalking ticket.
Mine's just kidding. Oh, I have a speeding ticket as well.
I
but
know
that's-
people who are trying to get jaywalking tickets and can't. They want them on their record.
We
But
can't.
Oh,
We
no,
can't
we're
go
not
up to Polito and do that anymore. Because the
Really funny.
market's closed. And it was so funny. We can't do it anymore because the market's closed.
I got a
Damn.
what's it called? I got a charge that apparently is very rare.
What
But
would that
Which
be?
one?
me, Cindy, and Linda, and
Oh,
believe
I love Linda.
Ellie, the 4 of us got actually Ellie's not in our gang anymore, but 4 of us got rioting.
What?
Cindy,
Oh, what the?
yeah,
Wait.
Cindy stole a SWAT armored car.
I remember
she
that.
found it in a tunnel and was driving it
Yep.
around. And at one point, I came back from my apartment where I had been making dinner at the time. This is when I was not living at the house. Lashondra had kicked me out, and I was at the apartment. And Cindy was like, "Get in," and so I got in, and we did our best. After just driving around a little bit, we got in a car chase with Wrangler and Pred in the same car.
Oh, dear
boy.
God.
Yeah, the 2
Oh,
of them in an
man.
Interceptor, and they
Having
ended up
two
pitting
of
us,
them.
and they pit us, and they shot Cindy, and she was driving, so
Jesus. Having one
I did try
of
getting
them
out of it
involved.
I got out of it and started walking away, just like not actually running or anything, because I was like, oh, if I just stroll away, maybe they won't see. There's only 2 of them.
Yeah.
Didn't work that way. Linda punched them a bunch and stuff, but yeah, when they came up to me, I was like, all right, fine, and I just let them take me, because it was like my first time being arrested, or second time.
I did the slow walk
That's-
away once from an oxy spot.
Oh my gosh.
Just it was Mick and Dick and they and maybe Zav or something, and they all got caught and people were in like bushes and moving around. I was a lookout, but as soon as they rolled in on them, like they rolled in from the other direction that I could not see. And so like as soon as they rolled in, I just started slow walking and I could see the cop pointing a gun at me from like a long distance, like looking to see who I was, or like rolling and looking and pointing. And I just never started running. I just slow walked, kept peeking behind me slightly. And then I got to a corner and I ran to the nearest bush and hid there for like 20 minutes.
Oh
Got
my
it.
god.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have some
That's
real
great.
bush escapes.
A good
One of the
chase is always
times,
good. Yeah, bush
yeah,
escapes. Yeah.
one of the best chases that just it didn't really work out great was me and Linda. We were robbing a jewelry store, and you know, cops showed up, so we had to go and we had to run. We drove. I think we had a stratum, and we drove it until it was just like broken down practically, and we drove back to Hayes, and we jumped out and we jumped into Linda's car, which she didn't know didn't have very much gas in it. So we're driving as best we can until we literally run out of gas. So we had to stop, and then we jumped out and got on foot, and I was being chased by bison, and I tackled him at one point, jumped a fence and kept running. I was by Pillbox. Uh, and then I was being chased on foot by Crystal Clear, and she was
Oh
telling
my
me,
god.
"Turn yourself in, stop running." I was like, "No, you're gonna arrest me." And I just kept running until I just was too slow. I slipped cuffs one time. I was just too slow, and I was exhausted. And I just told them I was like, once they were like surrounding me, I was just like, I'm just too tired. And then they just got me.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened last night. Pact and I were in a bison that was rented that he was driving, and the cops kept like pitting us and stuff, and they were just
Oh
like,
man,
"You're not
how
getting
long
away in
into
a
a chase?
bison." No, it was a couple minutes before they started like pitting,
Oh, still.
but it wasn't like right away. But it was still just kind of like really. We're also in a bison, so you don't have to pit.
Out of
I
curiosity,
mean,
she was driving.
people say that, but I was
Pact
driving
was
a
driving the
rented
bison,
bison once, and I don't know if you guys remember Mel.
kind of.
Rickenbacker?
Yeah,
I've heard
Mel.
of him.
Yeah.
He had like 7 or 8 cops after him, a bunch of cruisers and on foot, and he hopped into. I was like in my head on the phone doing something, and he hops into the driver's seat and into the passenger seat and goes, "Give me the keys, give me the keys." And I can't. I go, "What the fuck?" And he like knocks me out of the door, and
Oh
I
my
get on
god.
my look away from my phone. I go, "What the hell?" And he's like, "Give me the keys!" And he jumps out and runs around. I jump back in, and he gets in again. And then I pulled the like, "Oh no, he's got a gun!" So I started driving, and I drove for a little bit, and I was like, "I'm gonna hand you the keys. I'm gonna hop in the back." And he's like, "Okay, dude." We hopped in the back over by LSBN, and he escaped all of them up towards the. It got to the prison. He went from there to the prison and lost all of them.
Holy
Like,
shit.
not even like rat strats crazy. He just drove. I was like, "How are you doing this?" And he's like, "This bison's my favorite getaway vehicle." I was
Damn.
blown the fuck
That's
away.
insane.
It was why I do not know how we got away, but I was looking back behind me, and they drove to the quarry. We got out there, and he's like, "Any favor you need, just keep me posted. See you later." And I was like, "What the fuck just happened? How did we get away in a bison?" But that's what
Damn.
te- terrorists can do, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
kind of insane. Pact was doing a pretty good job driving the bison. But we had to at one point we had to go to the casino where like we had a pickup waiting for us. And
Oh yeah.
Pact is a real homie. He was tackling cops to make sure that I got out.
Oh, that's
But then
always
he
solid.
then he got caught at the casino because he was tackling cops and didn't make it in the vehicle, which is when I ended up on foot.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's always, if you're gonna be doing something like that, it doesn't hurt to bring a donut or a sweet treat with you. Keep it on your belt.
Yeah.
Helps you run a little faster. Get that sugar boost.
Mm-hmm.
True,
Can
true.
come in handy when you're running away from a house and they're right behind you.
That is a good point.
Or
Um,
meth, or meth if
I
you
would
want,
say, or
Oh.
yeah, meth is
or
probably.
coke. Have that with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I'd
haven't.
probably. have
I
that.
haven't done anything that hard. Oh, I might have done coke
They're
one
probably
time.
both better than sugar for you.
Not since I moved to the city.
Yeah, this one is not allowed to have any.
I mean, I almost did with Easton, but I resisted.
Yeah, still
Um,
allowed though.
No.
I'm gonna miss talking to Lashandra about this stuff because even though she wasn't, she wasn't a criminal or anything, she always wanted to hear what I was getting up to. She was completely supportive of me too.
It's really nice to have that. I relate to that.
I think that was my favorite
Yeah.
part of waking up during this time is she'd usually call me once I twat it out. Especially because, she doesn't really see me all that much. So I'm usually around, the other storm, and wish Josh and I had the wedding sooner now, honestly.
Still planning to get married.
Still planning on getting married, but
Wasn't sure where you guys were at on that.
yeah,
I haven't really known what's going on with any of you.
we're still taking that slow. We're no Reina and Dante. That's for
Wait,
damn
what?
sure. Oh,
I don't even know him.
he's part of the HOA.
He's an
Uh-huh.
HOA member. They're getting
Got
married.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yes.
she's still
she's doing a lot better.
Yeah, she
any of the old Reina.
she
Yeah.
calls us her sisters now.
Hello, the flash
Got it.
arrow. I don't usually say
That's
That's a recent thing actually.
very
That
recent.
that started very recently where she actually introduced me as her sister to one of the other HOA guys.
Wow.
About a month ago. Yeah.
That's light and day from where she was a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She even the last couple of months, like after when she first came back, like, as weeks gone by, like she honestly was getting a lot better. Now it really is just night and day, but there were definitely changes throughout the weeks.
It was slow,
Yeah.
but
Slow, but they were there.
And speaking of Dante, Ash and I were at our respective houses today because we both live over on Chumash Main now, and
Oh.
it's like a duplex mansion.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a weird setup. But
It's a weird setup, but it
kinda nice.
looks. There's like a little thing that overlooks the Fleeca there, and lo and behold, Dante was the hostage.
Yeah,
Oh.
because we ran over to check on him because we knew the robbery was happening.
I will.
And
I'll have to find out what house it is so I don't use it as a lookout spot. A couple times we've robbed that bank, I've just been a lookout from nearby.
yeah, it's literally like the house that's right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like where the houses start on that road, it's that one would be hers.
Honestly, don't know what we can do right now. The city's weird.
Yeah, the city. I have heard.
I know,
Is
I'm
very
upset
weird.
about that. You have to. It's hard to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You
I
can
think,
do house robberies though.
I think
Everyone's been
city's
doing
working
that.
Let's
on
see.
something.
How
Yeah,
many
it's
people
hard
are
to
doing
do a lot
that?
of things.
There's 19
yeah.
groups doing that.
19
robberies?
people.
Uh huh.
House robberies
Wait,
alone.
you
Yeah.
guys
How
are
many
just
people
like
chopping? 19.
19.
just like looking at the jobs with the VPN.
Yeah.
I like looking at
Got
the
it.
Bank Busters app too.
That's normal. Like that's normal for chop, but that's really interesting to see for house robberies.
Yeah, it's because people who aren't affiliated, that's all they can
all they
do
can
right
do.
now.
Yeah,
Right
it's
now.
kind of. I mean,
It's just weird.
even when I wasn't affiliated, I used to enjoy like my buzz and I would do that all the time. B&Es are just, we'd be like, want you up for some bacon and eggs? Like hell yeah, let's go get some brunch. You know what I mean? Just fucking
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
always
Wait,
fun.
Rocky, you're
Just
affiliated.
I was for a while.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Now.
No, I was with the stable. We broke up a long time ago.
Yeah.
But then I went, I went solo, and we all went solo. But like, we worked together even more than we did then, and everyone's happier. We
Got
were
it.
we were a friend group. That was like, we got together and we connected so well that we kind of like became family. and then we were kind of like, oh, we're a crime family, and then we're like, no, we're
Mhm.
just much better as like a family, with just who like occasionally does crime together and hangs out, and so we just kind
Yeah.
of like
I
dissolved
love
it.
that.
Yeah, it was nice. It was too much like there was too much organization and outside stuff, and then all of a sudden, like uh, one person crosses someone in the city, and like a whole gang hates you, all of us, and then you're like, great, cool, like it's too much to worry about. But
I
yeah,
we've been doing all right with Mortel, but we do have,
which was so hot.
difficulty. Thanks. Yeah, that's always funny to do. That's our tax for chop chop, by the way. So anytime you see, Mortel is hot or something, go out on Twitter. Somebody's doing a chop near us.
I love that. I love that context. That's
It's
fun.
Wait, I've
marketing.
always wondered what that meant.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
shit.
marketing. It's marketing and it's a tax. They
I've
can,
put it up before just because, no
yeah,
reason. I just think it's funny.
it is pretty great.
Well, now we know why.
Hmm.
If people do Oxy in our area, we take a bottle of Oxy and then we have them do the same thing. Usually.
That's totally fair.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, it's been bumpy trying to recruit and grow, and we don't have a blood in blood out policy, so we've had a lot of girls leave for various reasons, and that's rough. It's happened a number of times.
I bet it also makes the leaving a bit more amorphous. Like someone stops hanging out, and then just like slowly, and then you're like, so are you
Yeah,
in? Are you out? And like,
yeah,
there's
and
no
then there's a
hard
talk,
line, and then
and they're gone.
yeah.
Um, yeah, Marie left.
Oh, she
Uh,
officially left?
yeah, a while ago.
Oh, I didn't
We
know that.
had another girl, Ellie, leave, and we had another girl, Raina, leave. Or not Raina, Rainy, leave.
Were
Oh,
they
excuse me a second.
okay exits, or
Hey.
were they
They one or two of them were very kind of heated ones, but just
Totally
in that,
practical. And
like, Cindy was getting upset that people were leaving. It's also just been rough because, like, Mortel started a number of months ago, and one of the members was Rory Borealis,
Yep,
and she got killed. And then uh,
that's tough.
one of the affiliates was Olivia Garcia, who was formerly BBMC, but she left them, and then she died.
Yep.
And then uh, it's after she left, but Rainy, that one I mentioned, got killed a little while ago. So Mortel girls are, uh, having a rough time sometimes.
Wait,
Is it?
Rainy who?
Um, it started with an M, um, Maraki or something.
Huh.
She was engaged to Edbert of the BBMC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting. So Cindy was in prison, and we went up there to get her out, or not get her out, but pick her up and see how she was doing, visit her. Edbert ended up showing up because she talked to him briefly, and he was in a very particular mood. Um, when she got out, like, he just told her that she needed to follow him, come with him or whatever, and to bring one of us. So since I was the most senior person there, I went with her. And it was like Jesse and a handful of other BBMC people on a mountaintop. Some hangarounds. I think one was Damien Tinkerman.
Wait.
And
Oh,
Edbert.
I love Damien.
And they were. There was a grave that they had buried her because they didn't even take her to the hospital. I guess
Who was this?
Rainy, the
This was
person that died.
Rainy Milraki.
Yeah, she
When
died.
when?
Um, maybe 4 weeks ago.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, something like that. And yeah, she
Just
didn't even
in
go to the
situations
hospital or
like
everything.
this.
So the only people that really knew at the time, and I don't know who knows now, but obviously don't go talking about it too much because maybe it's not something they want to talk about. But they buried her on a mountaintop. I only realized halfway through this conversation that maybe we weren't wanting to talk about it much, but I don't care right
Yeah.
now.
Well, she was a
I mean,
friend, so
we're not gonna say anything.
I'm sorry, Rocky.
yeah. No, I mean,
I didn't know.
it's how everyone. We all kind of
Get connected, yeah.
yeah. This whole list of people, it just goes on and on and on, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But also the list of people that keep coming to this town that like really make a splash and make a difference and brighten our days keeps growing too. Worth
True.
noting.
That's also true.
Very true.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to forget that sometimes.
These two have been around for a long time, but they really changed my life here, to be honest. The two of them.
I remember you telling me that you became a mom.
Yeah,
You're very the pride and joy in your voice was very recognizable.
yeah.
Filled the room.
We've had some bumpiness, though.
That's being a mom.
It's a long story.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
some buffiness.
I know I'm not getting into the details.
Yeah, it's
That's all.
This is the
long
first time
story.
we've spoken in 2.5 months,
Yeah,
3
some-
months.
Time.
Yep, 2 months. Yeah, see, yeah, he's like the first time I've seen you.
Yeah, and you might have noticed I went to the office. That was just because it didn't seem like you wanted to talk to me, and I didn't want to bug you.
I was also, yeah, it's fine. I was also talking to Tom, who I haven't seen in a while either. I haven't
Yeah.
seen Tom in so long before that day, so.
Yeah, last night was interesting. I really wish that Lashandra had come with me. I went and I was trying to get her to come down and mess around at the drift track with some friends that have drift cars down there.
Is that Pacton Sem?
Do you know who this is?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
did
it's
Sem go to
back.
bed?
He's driving some
Oh.
car. Yeah, she did. Yeah, it's
Are they
packed.
still together?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are actually, and they're packed. And packed has been trying to make a lot of money to afford a house,
Gotcha.
so they can move in together. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty much out of the canals at this point, except for Sem.
And
Right.
yeah,
Got it.
basically.
Brandon technically owns the house, but she stays with Dante in Mirror Park most of the time.
There we go, guys.
Hey,
Hey.
Pact.
Hey.
Oopsies.
Thanks for like the distractions too. Like I briefly was kind of getting sidetracked and just joking about your crime stuff and whatnot. You guys are great.
Sometimes you need that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know. I've been through losses before.
I mean, if you want a real laugh, we watched James Randall try to open a car door for like 15
For like
minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, what
And
did he
then
do?
later in the day, he threw a Molotov at us. So that's
That too. So we were, you know, the skate park that's just up the road, not the
Yes.
underpass one, but the one that's like right by Little Soul.
fun. A little like park
Yep.
area.
Yeah. So we had gone there with do you know Charlie Green?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went for like a little picnic there because we were bored. And Ash went back by the car, and it's my fiance's car, so you know, whatever. And James Randall is standing there trying to open the door. Ash had knocked him out, thinking he was a local.
I
Oh
try. Listen,
my
okay.
God.
I tried to speak to him first. Okay. I tried to
Wow.
speak because you never know. But like locals do that stuff all the time.
Yeah, and he
Did you
just
punch him in the
wasn't
shoulder?
responding. So
And he
for,
wasn't
like,
responding.
10 minutes, we're trying to get him to talk. We call
Like we call
EMS.
call EMS.
Lucy shows up. She tries talking to
Yeah.
him. Eventually, we unlock the door, and he gets in and calls Damien Tinkerman, except we can all hear the conversation they're having.
And
Damien can hear us.
It's like he was on speakerphone.
Interesting.
And then Damien shows up to where we are
Tells us just to let him
and
drive
says,
the
let
car.
him do it. Let him drive the car.
So we get in the car with him, literally get probably like
Fine,
half
babe.
a block down the road. James Randall ejects out of the car and has to go to Pillbox.
Yep.
He's an
And Damien
interesting man.
shows back up again. And Damien tells me that he's like a caretaker for James Randall.
I've only seen him a couple times here and there, but I hear that EMS deals with him all the time.
I'd
Yeah.
imagine. He also drove his, like, before that happened at the little skate park area, he was driving his truck, literally, like, in Burger Shot.
He made his own drive-through.
Yeah, he made his own drive-through.
And
He
then
was at
later...
the Mandem event today, where he
Oh, boy.
where he jumped off the roof. Several people did, but he kind of started it. He leapt off the roof like 4 stories up into the pool and lived.
Yeah, well, EMS has to go out
something
there all
else.
the time because of that kind of stuff. Mandem tried to jump into the pool.
Yeah.
Everyone was doing really well today. We're actually going to put in I talked to them today about putting an event down the line, a diving competition.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
it'll
yeah.
be fun. It's
Yeah.
going to be good.
And then the third time we ran into James Randall was just after the second shooting at the rental lot, because we had like a small business meeting just to kind of group up and talk
Like, all
about,
the small businesses
how we-
were
what are we going
talking,
to
trying
do?
to figure out what to do with the the storefronts
Yeah.
being kind of on hold for
And
right now. And
He pulls up, asks if we want wine, and pulled out a goddamn Molotov cocktail.
and threw it at us.
Damn.
In front of cops, too, by the way. Crystal Clear is still there.
Tessa was there too.
And Tessa, yeah, Tessa was there too. Thankfully, they didn't get burned though. Just
Yeah,
throw
they
out
had
stuff
enough
at us.
sense to move back as soon as they saw the Molotov.
I was looking at my phone.
Does
I was
anybody
on
have any
Twitter.
food?
Yes, I do.
I don't, but I do need some.
Do you
Get
need a
some
drink
soon.
too?
Less so.
Alrighty. There's a side on the ground from Uwu.
Thank you.
Because I didn't eat all my meal because I figured you might be hungry.
Yeah, I should have come down there, but
Yeah, I
was
know.
very distracted.
It's, yeah, we were just trying to group up with whoever was around and just kind of talk about where we want to go. Because it was a Dank Sinatra or whatever getting us all together.
Oh, at the rental lot, yeah. It was Dick Sinatra that was like organizing that little thing for like all small business owners to
But
come over and talk and like,
fortunately,
kind of plan a call to action, I guess. Or
what we
whatever.
want to do is going to require legislative rewrite, and by the time that happens, we'll probably be working on the storefronts, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Because we just want to do like maybe like a mobile market or something like that, with like, because a bunch of us still have, non-perishable stuff that we could raffle off. And
What's the law against selling stuff out of the markets? What's
you're
the
not
charge?
allowed to. I think
Is
you just
it
get
a-
a fine.
Yeah, it's a
It's either a
something that
fine or a
does
strike
not
against your
like
business.
it.
I
Actually
don't
surprised
remember.
those tents are still up.
Well,
They,
if you try to sign in, like, the system just tells
yeah.
you that it's indefinitely closed. And when you talk to Willow up in Polito, all her stuff is labeled for stalls and for stores. So
Got it.
Oh, by the way, Willie's dead and Willow killed him.
I heard
Willow
something
was his
like that.
ex-wife.
yeah,
I saw. Oh man.
I haven't seen, but I've heard.
I keep going up
I-
there and putting a blanket over him because I think it's kind of, just a respect thing.
Yeah,
I don't
you
make
just
it
by
to
the
Toledo a lot.
dumpster.
Like I used to. Mostly only go up to Toledo for an oxy run or something like that lately.
Yeah, I think he's still dead by the dumpster. Are they ever gonna move his body or?
I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah. You ever get to the point where you've just kind of like fully cried yourself out?
Oh yeah, plenty of times.
All the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I think I'm there at the moment.
Oh, and how are you doing, by the way, Rocky? It's like you kind of, were there from the start. What are you
Well,
doing?
one thing I'll say, that is that I feel like we can reach short-term emotional fatigue in moments like this, and it can actually be a little bit of it's not ideal, but it can almost be a little bit of a nice relief for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're just like you're just exhausted. Where you're like, I'm feeling it, I'm recognizing it, I'm in the stages of grief. I just don't have the exhaustive tears. Can't keep flowing right now. I don't have
Yeah.
it, and
I'm
it's
sure I'm
not a
gonna be
problem.
having them all the time.
Yeah, it's not a problem that we reach that. It's protective in a way. Um, I'm okay. It's I guess it was kind of when you guys asked me about it, it allowed me to recognize the fact that there was nothing I could have done. And I wasn't blaming myself, but I just knew that I had to keep going and keep trying until the EMT got there and they tried, and
Hmm.
you just I don't know.
Yeah.
I it always weighs on me when stuff like this happens, but also it's happened enough that I can say like, and I've been on the other side of it enough to be able to kind of take my own advice, and kind of recognize that there was nothing I could do, and that holding on to any sort of weight or pain from that moment doesn't serve me, and definitely doesn't serve our lost loved ones. So
Yeah.
like, I'm as good as I can be for what we experienced today, which isn't great, but we're here.
Yeah. Part of me really wishes not that I would have gotten hurt with her, but that it would have been with her when it happened.
Um, you mean so you could have comforted her or
Yeah. Or
tried her?
tried to save her. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I don't know.
I
You never irrationally you think like
Of
if I was
course,
there I could have done something.
it's totally normal to feel that way and think that, and I wouldn't wish that on you.
I'm just glad that somebody that at least knew her slightly or you know,
Yeah, I knew her.
yeah,
We always got
was
along.
there.
I didn't know it was her
Um,
until we got back to the hospital, though.
got it.
But it didn't change anything when on the scene.
This is
You
all
know,
reminding me.
as a fellow citizen, want to help.
Yeah. This is all reminding me of the night that I got hit by a police car and we were all at Bahama Mamas, and I
Yeah,
think you or somebody had to track her down. We weren't even officially together then. We just were kind of dating each other.
right. Damn.
And yeah, she came running, and I think that was one of the nights that actually led to us getting together. It's just like in some of the biggest crises that I've had with Lashandra and me getting hurt or
Hi,
like
Dudley.
now, her dying.
I've been very quiet through all
Happened to
this.
be
I wish I was
You happened to be
streaming
there, Rocky.
before
Bunny.
Storm, but I wasn't. But Keelan was.
We've all been there a
Keelan
while.
was, and
Yeah, we
Anchoress who
have.
plays Randy Bantham, the EMS, who called Veronica probably was.
Feels like such
So
a short time, and it feels like such an eternity.
you can find my
definitely
Yeah,
reaction
I
does.
feel
there.
that.
Um, Part
It
of me
definitely feels like a long time.
Part of me is kind of glad I haven't finished my FTO shifts for EMS yet, because that means I probably would have been on duty tonight.
Oh,
But part of me wishes I had finished them, so I could have been.
yeah, I don't know how it is, but I imagine that like Ariel sometimes gets to a scene and finds somebody she knows and gets worried. I don't know. She's like that.
Yeah, Ariel's scraped me off the side of the road a few times. Actually, Ariel had to pick me up at the quarry today.
Yeah, she did.
Damn.
Went to Pillbox twice today.
Ariel had a busy day today. She also she also had to come give me an IV.
Oh wow.
boy.
I passed out. I was in my head, and I was just doing some, handling a little thing and on my phone out of town, some little work, and I just passed the fuck out. I was so hungry.
Yeah, I hear she's dating a doctor or something.
Ooh, do you know
Oh,
which
is
one?
she?
I think her name's Luna Rivera.
You
or
should be
something.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I could even point her out. At
I
the
wish I was
hospital or
streaming
anything, though.
because the stuff with Vinny tied into and what Vincent Genovese
I don't actually go to the
quote-unquote,
hospital that
Vincent
much myself.
said to
But I
Veronica
did get into a
was
car accident in the last 2
one of
days.
the worst
and
things
ended up
someone
there
has
for
ever
some
said to
reason.
her.
One of the car accidents was last night. LaShondra came and picked me up. I have no idea what I hit.
But
it was
it
invisible,
wasn't
I thought,
Vinny.
or maybe I just missed
There's a
what it was.
whole thing going on with
and I
that
went flying out of
storyline.
the car.
But it wasn't Vinny. It was a personality.
And
Vinny,
there hasn't been weed around lately, so
who
I've
Hey.
not felt as strong as I usually would, or as loose, you know. So I tensed up as I went out the window, and
Yeah, he basically said something along the lines of, "None of you cared about her until she was dead," and then hung up the phone on Veronica. And then Veronica
I don't know. I'm
went
rambling
off
at this point.
back in
No.
the ICU, like in the ICU
No, I was
area. It
talking.
was
Yeah. Again, Rocky, thanks for being here.
Of course.
Yeah, really appreciate it, Rocky.
I appreciate you guys inviting me down. We need moments like
Absolutely.
this, you know.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
felt like you had to be here for this.
I'm sorry that if I seemed disconnected when I saw you at Uwu.
It's all good. It's all
Literally,
good.
I walked out of the apartment and Ash had been severely injured.
Oh my
And
god.
just said,
dear.
"Can someone please open the cafe, please?" And I said, "What's
Oh,
wrong?" She goes,
damn.
"Rocky, open the
It would be
cafe." And I was
like,
like,
oof.
"You have to hire me and give me a job, and I'll go open it." And she's like, "Who's?" And someone there was like, "I can hire him," and and so I ran down and
Oh my
it was my
gosh.
first day of work, and I ran in
Oh.
and
Heck
grabbed a
yeah.
VIN scratch I had and busted down
I need to get another
And just-
job.
and got another job. Yep.
Because
and started work. And I was very confused, but it seems like it'll be. I had a pink shirt, so it seems like it'll be a good fit.
You know, speaking of
yeah.
Ash, right? I met her for the first time last week. She thought I was new to the city. I was out for a jog before going to bed. And, I was at the Binko over in the canals, and I stopped because there was a police chase, so I was like, ooh, shiny, distracted. And she goes, "Who are you?" And asked if I was new to the city. And it was probably one of the funniest things that had happened to me all day. It's because, no one ever asks if you're new to the city, really.
No, yeah, that's true.
Speaking about jobs, now with the markets closed and stuff.
I'm seriously
Dude.
considering Maldini's or Ubu or
Well,
even a mechanic shop at this point.
got it. I have the tow union.
Also,
Blues
Flash,
Winery, which
Deadly
I don't
is
think
who-
gonna be a thing.
God, I hate saying this
Ever
in the past
again,
tense. Who played
or in
LaShondra?
any capacity, but and then Cool Beans is still on here, and McMoose, and Plus
I
one.
don't know. I hear there's some
Up and at 'em.
maybe some wine stuff in the future.
Ah,
Yeah, I saw Cassie twatting out about that last storm. Like, I've never made wine, but I'd be down to learn.
most of those jobs I had on there, I was just management, where I would handle like product design and
Ah, yeah.
commissions and stuff to talk to the distributors and the producers and stuff like that. So I didn't make it down to the markets much in the last number of months. One of the jobs I'm considering getting, because I'm pretty sure I could just ask them for it, is I might try to learn to be a drift instructor. Potentially.
Oh, that'd be fucking cool.
Yeah, because all the managers are people I know down there. When I went and messed around on the dirt track yesterday.
Yeah, how'd you do?
Not terrible, but it was like a very short amount of time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, went around the track twice and then would hand off the car, There were only 2
Shit.
cars and like
That'd be
8 of us
amazing.
trying to drive. But that could be fun. I told them I was kind of interested yesterday. I feel like I end up making more money from my legal jobs some days.
Oh, yeah. Legal jobs support fun crime.
Yeah.
So true.
Also, I know that I basically have a spot as a bartender at Pitchers if I want it.
Oh, that'd be good.
Go
I'm
sleep.
excited. Yeah.
When I
See
came
you
to the
later.
city and I was out of prison, my first thought was to fall back on my bartending skills. That's how I ended up getting the job at Bahama Mamas.
Well, yeah. I remember we were also going to open up. We were gonna try to open like several different groups that we were tied to. We're gonna open up Tequila
Gay
La.
bars, yes.
Yeah, Tequila La was gonna be a gay bar. I was on like 3 different pitch docs as like named as like a person who would be involved, and for Tequila La, that took so long. I'm so glad
Yeah.
that's
Pitchers
finally
is
open.
pretty great. I just hope
Yeah.
that they get their.
Oh,
I
their
don't know if
house
they're
is
going to be a
beautiful.
storefront or if they're going to do a. At some point, they're getting construction. I know that. But that's a kind of a how do you know when it's going to happen kind of thing.
Especially after like you know, so much city funded construction just happened
True.
that kind of when stuff didn't come through, it kind of can often mean it's going to be a while.
Yeah. Anyways, so I got some legal jobs possibilities out there. And Veronica, if you're needing a connection to anyone, I still have some connections.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's just with not knowing when the storefronts are going to open. And, Josh is not around as much as he'd like to be. So you can't really work haze all that much.
Yeah. I hear that some people are buying fuel pumps or oil pumps at the oil fields and producing gas.
Don't really have the money for that. We just
Fair.
what I hate is I bought the house and then immediately the next storm the price on the house dropped 200K.
Yeah,
Oh.
I got a mansion for 600K.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have $6,000 to my name right now. Well, and then some receipts in my pocket. Probably some rolls and stuff too somewhere.
Yeah, Ash seminar decided
pretty
on
down
the that +1 house we were looking at yesterday.
Which one though?
The one with like
different...
the 2 decks. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
How much is it?
1 point.
That's, yeah, like 1.7.
Hold on. 1.8.
Oof.
So I'm gonna spend the next week doing nothing but roosters, fishing tournaments, dodo. If I can figure out Banks, and the yacht. I would very much like to hit the yacht again because that was the easiest 130k I've ever made.
You know,
Yeah,
Sam and
I
I
wonder
once
why.
got asked to just press the buttons for the yacht. We had no idea what we were doing. These two guys
yeah.
came up to us and asked us, "Hey, can you come to the yacht real quick?" I thought, okay, they're gonna hold us hostage. Nope, they just need 2 extra people for their
Was
yacht.
was it Marty and X?
I don't think it was.
Yeah, they do that.
And then they just gave us, I think it was like $4,000 each. So,
Oh, that's funny.
we were pretty happy. All we had to do was swim out to the yacht and press a button.
It started off as hostages and ended up as accomplices. Like, oh, sweet, okay.
I don't think Josh knew what to make of that one when I told him. It's like, okay.
That's great.
It's like, hi, honey, I think I helped rob the yacht today.
We'll put this toward the house.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Sorry, I was texting Clara just to say that
Okay.
we'll need to talk when she next is awake, but I don't know if I'll be awake, and I don't think I should tell her over text. But if either
Yeah,
of you
that's a
see,
tough one.
if you see her, then can you break the
Yeah.
news to her?
Yeah, well, one of us will let her know.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen because she just moved in with us, and I don't know if we can keep the house, but I want to.
I know you spent a long time decorating that place.
It's not even
I know you
finished.
spent a long time saving for that place
Oh,
in
God.
general.
Yeah, and the office was always something I was leaving for Lashandra to do. And it's still not. It's still not done. Might have a hard time sleeping in my bed tonight.
That's only natural.
Because she was always there, even if we didn't see each other during the day. We used to tuck each other in.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
How does that work? Like at the same time?
No, like
So,
if
like-
she needed to go to sleep, I would take her
Okay,
there,
all right.
and then I would go and I'd work late into the night. And
That makes
show
sense,
up
yeah.
later. Vice versa.
Makes so much more sense than what I was thinking.
I mean, there's been one or two times where we both went to sleep together and we just talked until we fell asleep, you know. And I miss her a lot. And that doesn't even say half of it right there.
No.
I got to avoid doing what I did when Onyx died, though.
Yes.
I ended up getting really, really drunk and drunk driving off a mountain.
That was an especially hard one.
Yeah, and I still don't know what exactly happened. I do remember getting mad at Bunny because she didn't want me to be a part of the investigation, and she was looking into it and kind of keeping me out of it. I miss Bunny, but I understand why we haven't really been talking, because we do have times where we were butting heads. For a long time, we did work really well together, though.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as we realized what was going on, she didn't hesitate to call you. And all she wanted to do was try to find you and reach you.
Yeah.
I think we all know from personal experience that loving relationships can change and go back and forth, or you know.
There was a long time where she was like the only person I considered family. Like family in the city. Talked to her about a lot of things. Some things that I've only ever spoken to Lashondra about other than Bunny.
All at the booths too, right?
Yeah, at the booths, or
Not all, but I mean,
in
so much at the
Bahama
booths.
Mamas. There was a
Really
time where,
just
kind of after we fought, we went back to Bahama Mamas, and I was telling her about some stuff that kind of was the reason I felt how I did about, the ability to be armed at the markets and stuff. Ended up deferring to her, and I stopped carrying a gun with me for a while. I won't get into it right now. It's kind of personal. Long story short is, though, that I just had a hard time, because of things in my past, feeling like I'm not able to defend myself, feeling weak. So that's what made it hard to agree with her policy of no weapons.
And Astro still pulled a gun at the booth.
Who? Astro?
Astro.
Yeah.
Remember? Didn't he get, like, shot by someone from Uwo or something?
Yeah, there was a day where he and,
like, they
Bucky
literally had a turf war
shot each other.
over the goddamn
Yeah, that was
booth.
a really bad day.
I remember.
Had very long
Wasn't it the Cool Beans Uwu
Yeah.
war?
Yep.
I had a couple of very long conversations with Sherry Pie
It was
about that.
right before or right after I got hired by Cool Beans. But I remember it anyway because Astro told me about it. And, Astro's another one that doesn't come around anymore.
So many people.
Happy still comes around, but
Yeah.
Happy's...
I see him every once in a while.
He's going through some stuff right now.
I think one of the last times I saw him, or one of the more recent times, was he wanted to talk to me about a logo design for a business he wanted to do, and I haven't ended up having time to do it.
Yep, San Andreas
I told
Postal,
him, I told him to do to find somebody else, possibly.
Bless his heart, but this... I told Rocky about this a little bit, but this Carmine Costello guy tried using Happy to send cyanide to Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's kind of gullible.
Yeah, well, the
so
thing...
he might have ended up doing that.
Happy is a bit young.
The night I saw him, literally we were standing on the corner by Hayes, and just talking, and then somebody rolled up and was wanting to take a hostage. They ended up not taking me because I knew them, and they took him. Turns out they didn't actually end up doing the thing, but he was just like talking their ear off and just being all very, like, oh yeah, I'm glad to help, blah 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 blah, you know.
So that's kind of how Happy ended up getting robbery of a financial institution on his record.
Oh damn!
While being in a wheelchair with his legs and arms in casts, which he is contesting that charge, but it's sometimes when you see him, he might not be so happy.
Excuse
Got
me
it.
for 1 second. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, I'm sure you got other things going on.
But yeah, he's doing San Andreas Postal. And we just hired him for +1 because we know he'll be
Got it.
reliable when he's
True,
around.
he is. Speaking of, well, +1, but also, I don't. What's going on with Daisy? The last time you talked to her.
So she watched a bunch of penguin documentaries
Yeah.
back in December, and then drank the dumb bitch penguin juice.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes when you say PogChamp, she starts squawking like a penguin.
Yeah, I was around for some of that.
Okay.
I guess it's more that I've heard her name pop up in circles with some of the Mortel girls, and I was just like
Yeah, I know she got
trying to figure it out.
busted once for like a bank robbery, I think, gone wrong. But she has a hard time coming around these days. For multiple reasons, but
Yeah. I've been having my ups and downs and been around a lot more at this time than I'd like, probably. I'm gonna miss so many things about her.
Yeah.
We had this thing we were doing that we would do all the time, and I just thought of it. But basically, we would call each other babe, but we would say babe, babe, and it was just funny. We would say it back and forth for a while whenever it popped up, you know?
Yeah.
that's the kind of
Also,
stuff you gotta hold on to.
yeah, there's also carry this around because I got her one and we would use them at each other.
It's endless cycle.
I wonder actually what she had with her. If there's, I guess, maybe no way that I can get hold of her possessions.
Hmm. I'm not sure if they take it out and like put it aside.
I can try talking to Randy tomorrow. See what he can tell me.
I don't I don't know if they would take the possessions.
Which, speaking
sure.
of Randy, I really gotta talk to him about delivering that kind of phone call. Jesus Christ.
Gotcha.
It's like, I kind of knew before I even got to Pillbox, because he's just like, Veronica, you gotta get down here right now. So I was just like, okay. This
I
isn't gonna
actually
be.
just remembered I had a random text that was very ominous. That was get down to Pillbox a couple of weeks ago. It was because I guess I'm an emergency contact for Happy.
Yeah. Dr. Gates did not give enough information, so I was not able to figure out who the hell was in the ICU.
Got it.
Turns out I was happy, and that led to a bunch of stuff that I'm just too tired to get into right now.
Yeah, I was a couple days late on it. I'm trying to think of what to even do next, or where to go, and who I still need to tell, but I have no idea how I'm gonna tell. I almost feel like you guys should tell Roddy, because I haven't seen him in months. But I
Yeah,
did see Sophia
I,
recently.
I'll tell Roddy. I'll handle that.
I might not actually see Sophia though, so
I have a feeling she might be waking up soon.
Yeah. And if you're not around Ash, I'll tell Roddy. It's...
No, I'll tell Roddy. It's fine. I'll handle it.
I don't
in
want
case
us
you're
to do
wondering,
it.
Rocky, Roddy was actually Lashandra's brother,
Oh, I didn't know that.
and Sophia's her sister. Adoptive. They adopted each other, but
Oh man.
yeah. I think you knew a little bit at least, Roddy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
It's very confusing. It was a very big family.
Um,
I have very limited texts for the last number of months. I just realized.
I don't think there's any bigger family in town than the police. And the biggest
Hmm.
gang too. in
True.
Trenton.
God, true.
Damn. I hadn't even texted Lashandra for 16 days. We were only seeing each other during the waking hours very rarely. The last thing I told her was, can you put those Tootsie Rolls you mentioned in the Camacho when you wake up? It was code for rolls that she had from fishing.
I don't even remember the last text. Ah, 2 months ago, I asked her to meet me in Toledo.
And that was that conversation.
That was that conversation. And that is pretty much all of our. That's also all of our text conversations.
I'm gonna miss getting those phone calls.
I'm not sure if you'd want them from me, but I would definitely not mind calling you.
I wouldn't mind.
Keep just trying to think of who I need to talk to. It's a weird list because some of the people that I think of just aren't around, and then go further down the list and I'm like, oh yeah, that person, and there's some that I just don't see that often either. I'll need to I I'll need to tell Hayes that I'm not sure if I'll be around much. and maybe tell a few people there that knew her.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Just not sure if I am gonna feel up to working much right now.
That's entirely fair. Do what you gotta, you know? Just,
Yeah.
you know, you've got all of our numbers. Just
Yeah.
don't do anything. I don't want to say don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything reckless.
I won't. I don't think I have the energy to try.
Yeah, because something stupid could be anything. Reckless is its own.
Let's see. When she kicked me out, I bought so much alcohol. And I was going to be just being reckless and everything. I ended up drinking one bottle one day, sitting somewhere, and then never touched any of the rest. So I've just like, I don't know, probably like 15, 16 bottles of like whiskey and vodka combined, sitting in my apartment.
I mean, I had a stash like that for the longest time.
Kind of just feel like I got past dealing with things that way.
It's okay if you just want to dump it, you know?
Hmm.
Or give it away or something.
Maybe. I don't know. I've just been holding on to it. When you look through your texts, you find the weirdest things sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but at some point I got Sana's number. And I text her, hey, Sana, this is Nat. Maybe it was for White Widow's Lounge? I don't know.
Probably.
Hmm. I also have a number of a woman that only gave me the initials JA to call her by at Hayes. And I forget why.
J.A..
I was just like, I guess I'll take your number down just so that, if you want to text me the next time you're going to show up or this and that. I don't remember what it was.
You know what I found out recently?
Mm-hmm.
The Reggie that's been in my phone since around the time I moved to the city is Reggie Mitz. I didn't know that for the longest time.
Not Reggie
Oh, wow,
Knight.
yeah.
Yeah, like Charlie's
Okay.
Reggie.
Got it.
I didn't know that for the longest time, and then there was a day where I, last month, I guess, was down on Chiliad, because I was looking for Ash, who was also down on
Oh.
Chiliad, and when I looked at my phone after
Yeah.
getting out of the pillbox, I saw Reggie had called me. I was like, I didn't know I had Reggie's number. Went and looked, and I was like, oh, Reggie's that Reggie, the Reggie I've been wondering about since, like, July, who I thought I just never heard from again.
Got it. Yeah, Reggie's interesting.
I almost got a contempt of court charge because I flipped off Wrangler and the judges after Reggie's court case. I wasn't just like giving them the
Good
finger.
job.
I was very dramatic about it. The only saving grace was Crane saying I was allowed to have an opinion.
Wow. So many numbers. Not running into tons of people that need to know. But I just scrolled past and, like,
I mean, you'll cross paths with them in town, you know?
yeah. I can't
You'll see him
remember
pop up
why
on Twitter
or
and be like, oh, shit.
can't remember why or how long ago it was, but I texted Ash catch up for something.
Once we tell Roddy,
it was to upgrade her car.
once we tell Roddy and Sophia, we can put something out on Twitter and just do that for a couple days. Because, the train being what it is, especially right now, I'm sure some people will miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, if you want to plan a memorial or something, you know.
Yeah. Gonna do that, I think. Ah, Aura. Aura would want to know,
Yeah, we
but
tried. She wasn't around last storm. Because we wanted to tell her then. Obviously, wanted you to know then.
yeah.
I actually have to head out of the city,
Yeah, totally understandable.
Yeah,
but
no problem.
I want you all to, be able to reach out to me if you need anything. I'm
Yeah.
usually around,
Yeah, yeah, it's always
Thanks
nice
you,
to
again
see you
for
around.
hanging
Feel
out.
free to send me a text or anything too. And if I don't answer the call, you can send me a text and I'll hit you up when I'm back in.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Rocky.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. Love you, Rocky.
I love you too. All right, you be safe. Be there for
Yeah.
each other.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, let us know if you need anything.
Yep.
Will do. Thank you.
We have been sitting here for a long time.
By my estimation, almost 2 hours.
Probably. Yeah.
Really?
Is Pat still looking for
Yeah,
rope?
Pact is still looking for
So,
rope.
what I learned from EMS last storm is that you can steal ATMs with rope. And Pact
Interesting.
said something about tires. And I could have sworn I heard someone at Auto say something about siphoning gas, but they might have been just saying, like, imagine if you can siphon gas.
Yeah.
So. Also, this is very bad, but I'm starting to get a second wind of, like, not feeling as tired.
I'm still pretty
Ha,
tired.
you're doing what
and
I did the other day.
I am doing what you did the other day, and it's a
34
bad,
hours.
bad thing.
34
Because,
hours.
Ash, I have out of
Wow.
city stuff starting Monday again.
Ah.
Oh, you're fine. You have time to fix it.
Yeah, I'm on a break currently from my my coding course out of
Oh
the
my
city.
god. Oh dear god.
Ow.
I've been doing that to people a lot lately. I am so fucking sorry.
I guess you had to get out your aggressions.
No, that was a total accident. I am so fucking sorry. You should ask Josh how often I accidentally punch him. That number is far too high, and honestly, at some point I anticipate getting arrested because someone thinks I do it too much. Just I
Gotcha.
have a bad habit of not, starting to think very passively when I wake up.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. I did not mean to punch you, especially on today of all days.
No, it's fine.
You just have the worst timing with
I
that, Veronica.
do.
Not sure I feel like driving to the hospital right now though. So
Yeah,
I'll probably
that's
deal
fair.
with it.
I'm sorry. I'd give you
It's
like
fine.
an Aphrodite's kiss or something, but obviously we don't have any.
Yeah. And I don't have any like oxy on me.
I'm sorry.
I have weed, but that's it. Just one joint. I can't tell anybody where I got it because I don't know where I got it. I don't know where the person that gave it to me got it. But right now it's hard to get weed.
Ash, how much weed do you have left?
Still way too much.
Oh, okay. So Ash, you're doing lots of stuff. It sounds
Well,
like.
A friend of ours gave it to her.
Weed. A coworker
it.
gave me that weed.
Yeah,
Got
coworker.
it.
Yeah, what do you mean a coworker? Yeah,
Well,
it was
it is a coworker, but like, he just
Ash.
is such an oddball.
She doesn't know what business. It's fine.
It's fine.
She could probably guess though.
I don't
Actually,
want to know. I don't need to know like what you're doing and stuff. It's up to you if you want to tell me.
I mean, it's not what it's what other people are doing. Again, I was
Got it.
given a bunch of weed from somebody.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Would it be okay if I hug you?
I'm
Okay, that's fine.
not. Yeah, I'm not too sure on that.
That's fine.
Right now, yeah.
Sorry Sam didn't stick around, but she's been dealing with a lot lately. She just got back from a funeral actually
Oh,
last week.
Yeah.
that's.
I think things are.
I guess she's getting back-to-back news,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
no.
she really is.
But I hope she's doing okay.
I think she's getting there.
I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. Trying to avoid doing anything dumb or just sitting around by myself.
Yeah.
But I probably should sleep soon. I don't honestly know.
Sleep's
Yeah,
good.
I'm getting a little tired, but I've been telling Mr. Pact nicely that I do some grinding with him, so
Got it. Yeah, I kind of need to do that possibly, but I can't bring myself to work right now.
Which is fair.
that makes sense. Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to pay for the house if I'm able to keep the house.
One thing at a time.
Yeah, just one
Yeah, I know.
one step really. Not even one day. Like an
Yeah.
hour at a time. Because one
Yeah.
hour you'll be feeling fine, the next hour you'll want to curl up and cry under the pier or scream at the top of Gilead or.
Yeah. I was looking at pictures of us on my phone while we were sitting here a little bit. The last picture I got of us was just fishing together recently. And I don't know, feel like the next time I fish, I'm just gonna start crying because that was the last picture I had of her. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
I
that's
don't know
only.
what's gonna cause things and trigger things and stuff, you know?
Honestly, it could just be a sunrise or something as silly as seeing a car that looks like hers.
Speaking of, I don't know what to do with her cars. They're still parked at the house. But I
That'll
don't
be
have
a,
ownership of them.
that'll be a later. That'll be a later question.
Yeah, I definitely need to talk to a judge as soon as possible if I'm trying to fight that. Just so that if it's something I can do, I have the ability to pay for it when that comes up.
Yeah.
I'll actually need to talk to Fast Loans too.
Did she have a loan out?
Yeah. But maybe they would be able to convert it over in some way, or maybe it'd be a joint effort between them and a judge.
I don't know. I'm gonna head over to Pact though. But it was good.
Okay.
Good talking for a bit.
Yeah.
I'll see you around.
If you feel up to it, feel free to text or call me.
Yeah,
But
I will.
obviously, if you don't feel like it, that's fine too.
Yeah, I'll see you guys around.
Yep.
Right. I'm just gonna go for a bike ride for a bit.
Okay. Can I give you a hug?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not sure why that took me so long.
Things are weird sometimes.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know what you care to hear from me and stuff, but I do love all of you still. I've been really eaten up about everything, but just didn't know what to say, and felt that you guys were better off with me just kind of fading away a little bit. But if you want, I would like to talk. Like, I would like to talk to you again.
Yeah, I'd be open to that.
Okay.
I'm just sorry it took something like this to initiate that.
Yeah, that's fine though. We never knew what was gonna happen. And you had your right to feel angry, upset, or whatever. I really, really never intended it to be that big of a thing.
Yeah, I think it was just a very tense time for all of us, honestly.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to make any excuses, but I feel like to some degree what I had planned to do was very misconstrued. But as it's already passed and can't change it.
Past is in the past, and all we can do is move forward.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
do that, but it's gonna be hard right now.
You're gonna be okay for tonight, though?
I think so, but ooh, we'll find out. I just had the thought of going and driving up to a hillside to think, and that made me start crying because that's one of the things we would do together a lot. I would do it myself too, but we would always go and sit up on a mountaintop if we didn't know what else to do.
There's always gonna be those little things.
Yeah.
You know, she gave me ownership of the real estate.
Oh,
That's what we were
I
doing
think she
last
mentioned
night.
that.
So
I hope that's something that can be done. Something cool with. I don't know.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you go,
Alright.
and I'll
You take
probably
care.
go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let me know if you need anything, okay?
Sure. I know it's. I love you. I just want to say it just because it's true, even if it's not how you feel. And I just want you to know it in the event that something bad ever happened. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to just not say it, you know? And then, because I don't know if I said that to her before she went to bed.
Don't beat yourself up over that, okay?
I'll try not to.
Because there's always going to be things you'll wish you had said that you didn't.
I kind of got this way also when my dad died when I was like 11 or 12. He was like my best friend, my buddy. We got along really well, but I don't remember what I said to him, and I know that like years later, like I was a 12-year-old, I probably said something stupid. I was dumb, you know? But it's just one of those things that you can't help but think about from time to time.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you go.
Alrighty. Take care, Nap, okay?
Thanks for talking with me.
Yeah, absolutely. She's probably going to bed.
Yeah.
Bed sounds good right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Go to bed, please.
Yeah,
No.
just go to
We
bed,
have
Ash.
money to make. We have money
I
to make.
will make. I can.
We have money
make
to
money
make.
on my own. I know.
We have money to
I have to make
We have no money.
600. I was just called a loan officer. Okay, to make 600,000. Well, $600,000 for $1 million loan. It's possible.
Jesus, I can't
Doable.
believe you're taking out that big of a loan.
Yeah, the
That's a
payments are gonna be-
$77,000 a week payment on top of what the asset fee is going to be.
Yeah.
fucking crazy man over here.
Yeah.
You're insane, packed
That's-
nicely.
That's my best friend. That's my best friend right there.
Yeah.
That's my best friend. Crazy man.
Josh was asleep when I
Uh-huh.
got home, but I will talk to him about this. So please
Yeah,
Don't-
no, you handle.
don't,
You handle it.
on the off chance that you see him before I do.
I'm not gonna say anything, Veronica. It's fine. Although, I mean, I'm not okay, and I think he's going to pick up on that.
I'm probably going to see him before
But-
you do anyway, but
Yeah, you will. But
I'll probably
I'm
talk
not
to him when I
saying-
go home tonight, you know.
yeah,
So, fuck.
yeah, she's gonna be up for 34 hours.
Okay,
Kinda.
not that long.
She's getting her second wind, and then before we know it, she's gonna get a third one. I
Not
need to
that
die real
long.
quick. Hold up.
Because I feel like
Oh,
I feel like I will get yelled at in emails by someone.
Yeah, you're an adult. Make your
Well,
own
not
choices.
yelled at. I will get the. Of course you did. And that's almost worse.
Yeah, I got that too, actually, from a lot of people. I got a lot of emails. that I
Yeah, you
stayed up
did.
for 34 hours.
Yeah, you did. But,
Destructo even kicked my ass, or said he was going to.
I don't know
Fuck
what I'm
yeah.
gonna do.
Yeah.
I am gonna. I have to talk to Randy about how he, like. I mean, it was fine with me because he's my friend, but you know, getting a
Yeah, there's a certain way
Veronica,
you have to.
you need like the way he phrased. I knew. You guys know I knew.
When you said you weren't sure if it was an ICU, I kind of knew.
Because when
But I was.
they
Really
don't
hoping it wasn't
say-
true.
someone's in the ICU and they tell you you need to come down to pillbox. There's no way around that.
No, I was hoping it wasn't true though. But here we are.
And then he said he couldn't let me back yet because it was going to be the last time I saw her.
Was that his first time? Like, I mean, maybe in his defense, that could have been his first time.
I think it was his first time. So, you know, I'll debrief with them on that. You know, just be like, hey, bud. Next time you have to make that phone call, I don't think there is a much better way he could have done it, but the way Randy is, it's just, you know, that's Randy. But if it wasn't him, I would have hoped it would have been Kiki, so either one. And he said I guess the other person on duty, I don't know who it was gonna make the call, but Randy said he'd do it when he saw it was me. But,
Yeah, I'm glad it was him.
Yeah. All right. Let's get you to your car, and let's get you home. Let's get you.
I gotta park my bike. Yes.
I just don't know if you should stay awake. It's. What are you doing? What are you doing out of the city
Nothing.
tomorrow?
Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So
Nothing.
no out of city work. No out of
Correct.
city commitments.
Correct.
Okay. You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
no, she legitimately doesn't.
And also, like,
She's an adult. She
Pact-
can make her own decisions.
Well, also, but
Oh,
also,
okay.
Pact-
Let's.
okay, that's not what I was
Veronica,
gonna say.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Pact is a person I can't lie
Okay.
to at this point.
Say-
Pact, I cannot lie to you. You are someone I tell like a lot of shit to. So, no, I don't have any out of city work. Nothing going on.
I know she's an adult, Veronica, but
Look.
like I care about your
Your
well-being.
well-being. It's my line, motherfucker.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get that.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm never going to that gas station again.
Nope. Even if it's the most convenient one.
I'm not
Nope.
doing it.
Feels weird being back with my natural hair, but at least it's just a wig.
My bad.
I hate water.
I'll make sure yours is right, Veronica.
Yeah, all good.
Huh?
I'll be there.
Oh, just your car. This is your car, right?
Oh, wow. I forgot I even drove here. That's... I forgot I even drove here, fact.
Sorry, you what?
I forgot I even drove here.
Oh yeah. Look, we'll drive to yours. I'll meet you there. Actually, you know what? I'll park this. I'll come with you.
You don't got... But, just take Sam's car. I'm just gonna stop somewhere first.
Okay.
Hmm? Need to pick up some bandages.
Bandages, right?
I will let you search my pockets, fact.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, Ash
I-
doesn't lie to me, but Charlie does. So, even though Charlie does admit it later, I just need to be sure. Okay.
Yes, I am actually picking up bandages because so, you know, you get hurt more easily because you're already hurt type dealio. I 100% was planning on buying liquor, but he had to come with her. Would you like to search my pockets now or at my house?
I trust you. Don't worry. I trust you. You've given me no reason to not trust you, as long as I've known you, so.
And she actually did just get bandages, so. How's Sam doing?
As sad as you guys, but I think just I kind of just helped take a mind off things just by showing her the city because she hasn't been here since it's been, you know,
Yeah.
since it's had its makeover.
Gotcha.
And then I showed her some of the houses I was looking at yesterday, and we decided on one. So
Heck yeah. Wish I could have been awake longer so I could show her. Well, so Ash and I can show her our houses.
yeah.
But I
Probably
know
another
she's
time.
got stuff out of the city tomorrow, so. Oh, dear God.
What the hell am I looking
Dear
at?
God.
Is that car also underneath the road for you, or is that just me?
No, for me, that flatbed is just kind of doing a little dance.
That flatbed is parked for me. That's good.
Yeah, it was doing a little dance for me. So what are your plans?
I have no idea. I'm suddenly feeling very, very sleepy.
Yeah, well,
But
combined with the hour in your head and the emotional stress, it makes sense.
bestie season, gotta make money.
You can go to sleep at any point, please.
You'll have
Don't
time
say
for
what-
bestie season tomorrow, Ash.
I don't know about that one, Veronica.
I don't know about that one, Chief. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Okay, my point is, you two will see each other plenty. It's not worth sacrificing your sleep if you're sleepy.
But I stay up.
But if you go to sleep,
We're gonna be. Oh my. Ah. I don't know.
I know money's tight right now, but
Money is very tight. I don't have enough for
Health.
the personal payment.
health,
Money.
health,
Money.
health.
Money.
If you are feeling sleepy and you are sick right now, mind you. You know how you get better from being sick?
Make money.
Get rest.
Yeah. Make money. I like that answer.
Get rest.
Oh, I forgot to
I like
put
that
L.
I like that answer.
I don't think Ellie's too happy with me right now.
Elephant. Elephant.
Oh, that L.
I was actually. I've been texting her a little bit. Yeah.
Elephant.
Yeah, that L. Got it.
Elephant.
Hey Ash, can you pull me away from this dumpster?
I got you. Come here.
Thank you.
Also, Pac just told Ellie he's looking to do things with a rope.
Oh,
And
I
I'm like,
want to
that
do
just
things with
doesn't-
rope.
That just doesn't sound right.
I want to, well, in multiple ways I want to do things with rope. Anyway.
Swear to God, if he steals an ATM without me, I'm gonna be so mad. If I go to bed right now,
Alright, if you go to bed right
You
now, I
miss out
promise we will not
on
steal an
that.
ATM.
are you staying up?
Thinking about
That
it, not
second
for
wind
not for-
kicking in.
too long.
That's what I said the other day.
But, hold on. I gotta go
And I
take
was
care
up
of
for
this guy that's
34
in front of my
hours.
door.
Wait,
You
can I
know?
hit him?
You know?
Why
No, no. It's my
do it?
local.
both have had a day. I'll find other local. It's fine.
Yeah, that one was mine.
I don't have a local. I don't have one.
Oh, we can look
Oh
at
my
Charlie's.
god! Oh, is Martha here? I need to go speak to Martha.
Oh, wait.
No,
it's
no,
not Martha. Hold on.
Where's Martha?
She was here earlier.
Where's Martha?
Hey, let's go jump in Charlie's pool.
Alright, why not?
Vocals!
Yeah, let's go!
Uh-oh. Oh, I thought you went to Night City.
No. Oh, my god. Hi. I don't have a bandage for you like I normally do. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
You can punch me back if you want.
Nah.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Why
I'm
you gonna
also
lose
losing my mind.
your mind?
You see that?
Alright. This is where I'm gonna end the stream. I mostly streamed just for the conversation with Nat. It is almost bedtime for me. So thanks for coming by, seeing all the emotionals, and hanging out.